Mhm. How y'all doing this morning? Happy full moon in Leo. How y'all doing this morning? How's everybody doing? I'm gonna turn the music down a little bit so y'all can hear me. How y'all doing today? Whoo! Happy full moon in Leo, right? It's big energy. All right, y'all. I don't have a lot of time today, and this is some really powerful energy. Greetings, everyone. And so let us. I've been redecorating my house and making it more. I really wanted to move so bad, and it just wasn't happening. And finally, Spirit was like, just live where you are. um, um, oh, the paddle knot thing. Oh, that's so good. I'm glad you love it. It's so great, right? Feels so good on the body. The body. Um, so I was wanting to move, and Spirit said, just live where you are. And a friend came and said, I'll help you clean. And so I created this plant bar. Um, and I'm just starting to feel so good, like in my home, in a place that I was like, I don't want to live here anymore. I need to get out. It's starting to feel completely refreshed and renewed, and like just bringing a new energy, a new attitude into something that is already existing. And it's a profound thing how that works out. So today we have the Leo full moon. We had it already at six at like 5:50. Came in at the 24th degree of Leo, which means that the sun is in Aquarius, and the moon is in Leo. And so this energy is about revealing our authentic nature, like who you really are. And when I say that out loud, I'm deeply aware of yes, it's a real thing, Mystic Becca. I think that's what it says. Um, who we authentically are. I want to start by saying we are so far from who we authentically are. As I have studied, I am listening to, let me see if I can get the name of it. Hold on. It's, oh, it's a gospel song. And it went away. It's called Ever Since. It's called Ever Since by Pastor T.L. Barnett, the Youth Choir for Christ. The Youth Choir for Christ. So that's what I'm listening to. Okay, so this Leo energy is asking us to reveal our authentic selves. What's blocking you from being who you really are? What are the things that are in the way, the behaviors, the beliefs that are in the way of you being who you really are? This is such a profound conversation and opportunity for us to begin to really get honest with ourselves, because your life is showing you the places where you are um, suppressing yourself, where you are denying your life is showing it to you in illnesses, challenges with money, and relationships that don't work, because there's something you are doing that is keeping you out of who you truly are, your most authentic self. And one of the things that I've been seeing in my last, since the sun has been in Aquarius, I've been really paying attention to the part of me, because the part of me that like doesn't want to be special. It's like I have this very triggering relationship with specialness, and 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 Leo is really about being your unique self. And in my mind, because of my childhood patterning, that felt like it wasn't available to me. Like the things I stood out, that stood out about me were negative things. Like, oh, Monique is the one who doesn't have a mother and a father. She's been raised by her grandmother. Monique is the one who is like all these things that made me experienced this thing of specialness were negative things that I felt really bad about. I felt guilty about, ashamed of. So this full moon in Leo, the moon is full, so it's illuminating the shadow that's keeping you blocked and stuck from being who you really are. Now, like I started saying at the beginning, most of us are so far away from who we really are. And why I say that is because our DNA codes have been turned off. And we are meant to be telepathic. We are meant to be able to move matter with our minds. We are meant to be able to do many things that we think are phenomenal and superpower, but that's who we really are. But we're so dumbed down. We're so numb from who we really are because of the foods we eat, because we're in the dark ages, right? So I don't want to make this just be about them out there, getting us. No, we're all in this experience together, and it's a dark age experience, but we're coming out of the dark ages and going into the golden age. We are the ones who are going to do that. We are the ones responsible for moving humanity out of the dark ages and into the golden age. Congratulations. Congratulations, because that means you have the power to do it. You're here to do it because you have the power to do it. And it's your job to remember who you are and how you're meant to function. Oh, I got this nice little teacup and it's made from wood and it is leaking, y'all. I got it in Bali and it sure enough got a hole in it. It's not for drinking tea. it's for it's for direct decorations. Good thing I have the little saucer to go with it, but that's a good thing to see that it does. It's not really for tea. So anyway, let me get me a teacup so I can make my tea. So, how do you begin to remember who you are? That's the thing. That's the job that we're up to. How do you remember who you are? How do you remember how you're meant to function? How do you recollect your energy, your gifts, your DNA codes? Whew, how do you wake up into who you truly are? And what does it take for you to do it? So for me, it's been a rigorous process. It's been something that has made me very, very, very uncomfortable in my life, has forced me out of relationships and patterns and ways of being that have um, been out of alignment with who I am. And it's been a rigorous process, but learning how to do it and using the astrology has been a gentle map, even though things have been very uncomfortable. And what I know is that it's possible. Everyone is here to do it. We all are alive at this time to wake up and remember who we are. That's what we're here to do right now. So because that's what we're here to do, even though it's a difficult thing to do, you have the power for it, you have the energy for it. And if you don't feel like you do, it's because it's hidden behind some idea, some belief system, some narrative, some experience from your family that is keeping you in an old pattern. But those things are those are just illusions of um of old ways of being that really don't have any value any longer. So here we are at the Leo full moon, and the question is, how can I express my most authentic self? What does it take for me to live from my heart? Leo rules the heart. The color for Leo is red. The crystal for Leo is tiger's eye. You know what I mean? So today I have my tiger's eye. I have a let me see, where is it? I have my tiger's eye. This is a tiger's eye egg. I have a little tiger's eye hanging right over here that I got from Donna. Donna sells crystals. For those of you who are in Los Angeles, Donna sells crystals on Larchmont on Sundays and I think Fridays. And she can really help you out with what crystals are best and what the crystals do, what any of these tools do, crystals or incense. They strike the subconscious. They awaken the parts of you that are nonverbal, that are invisible, that are subconscious into your it's the gentle work. It's the process of activating your power without force. And so the elements help you, the fire, the water, they help you remember who you are because these elements are alive and they remember who they are and they recognize you. Doesn't it? I remember when I first started doing this work and when I was in my 20s, right? And I used to go to this sweat lodge, this black woman in Watts. She called herself White Eagle. I've been in some very interesting spaces, right? She called herself White Eagle. She was a black woman. She was heavy set. And she was in Watts, which is the neighborhood I grew up in. But a woman doing sweat lodges in Watts is just random. Okay, it's so random. And when I first started going, she would talk to the rocks, like she would literally say the rock people, and I would just be in my mind. I was there, but I was like, this is so fucking weird. The rock people, who are the rock people? I'm like, look like just like a rock to me, but literally everything is alive. So now 30 years later, I get it. But I would be in those sweat lodges. We would be piled into the sweat lodge. Like it could be 20 people in there and it's dark and smoky and the fire keeper and and I would be in there dying. Like I would be in there like, I'm going to die. Oh my God, I'm not going to make it out. I can't breathe. And inevitably, every single time I would have a death. I would have a death. And then I would come back to myself renewed, a completely different person. And this is what we're up to. It's a gradual process. I've been doing this work 20 years of shedding, of remembering, of awakening. And for those of us who are doing the work now, because many of us have done the work before, and we have done something. Oh my God, I love this song. Okay. Y'all know the song? Don't let it be said too late. Hey, it's gonna rain. Yes, it's gonna rain down fire, y'all. All right, this is a perfect song because the world is changing. And I'm in Los Angeles and I watched it rain down fire. I watched it happen. And it's so important for us to really begin to activate ourselves in a new way. We cannot be who we were before. Who we were is gone. It's over, right? So there are those of us who have done the work. I am one of them. There are thousands of us. There are millions of us, but I am one of them who has done the work, the first round of work in our own selves to now come back and teach those who are in the second round how to do the work of remembering who you are, of becoming your authentic self. And like I said, I see we're so far away from ourselves and I'm still doing the work. I just have done enough to be able to see what it is so that I can assist other people in doing it. But I'm still doing it because we have been in the dark ages for thousands of years. So there are layers and layers and layers of transmutation and cleaning and awakening that are happening right now. Now let it be said to let in the air. Yes. To the ark before the rain starts. Yes, there are those of us who have built the ark. There are those of us who have built the ark for those who are coming in the next round. And you guys are a part of that. And some of you guys are probably a part of the ones who are the first round. And so what we're doing now is we're healing ourselves of the layers, and then we're turning around and then we're helping the others with us, behind us, around us to heal the layers within them. This is a communal thing, you all. We all on the same earth. We're all going to the same place. We're all in the same spin. And that includes everybody, even the people that are acting like fools right now because they don't know what else to do because the old world is dying. They are a part of it. That is necessary. The resistance creates momentum. It creates power. It clarifies you. It gives you the opportunity to determine what you're really up to. So, with that, y'all, I encourage you today to do things that lighten you up, that open your heart, um, that remind you of who you were when you were a child before you forgot. Who were you before you forgot? Before they started telling you, it wasn't okay to feel certain things or behave certain ways, or your skin complexion is not right, or your hair texture is wrong. Before all those ideas took root in you, you were someone else. You were someone before that. And your body, your soul, your essence, your spirit remembers that. It knows. Your ego doesn't know, but yourself, your spirit knows. I remember when I was a little girl calling on magic. I remember that. And today I am her again. And I am open to the possibilities of what magic can do and be in my life. And I live in it every day. I court it every day. I court the little girl in me who knew that this world was wacky, and she was like, I'm not doing this. I remember her, and I bring my adult self to that aspect. That's Leo. That is Leo. Like, who are you before you forgot? Before you forgot. Who were you when you were in your mother's womb? Who were you before you came to your mother's womb? And you just be with the question, who was I? Who was I? And the answers will begin to show up. If you are curious and you wonder, they will reveal themselves to you. Ask the ancestors, tuck to the trees, the birds, the butterflies, the dogs, the cats, the air. It's all alive. The rock people, like White Eagle used to say, I'd be like, the rock people, right? The rock people, yes, the mountains. It's all living, it's all breathing, it's all in support of you remembering who you are, because we are in an incredible collective experience of awakening right now. And wherever you are is okay. Wherever you are is okay. If you don't feel like you're far enough, I promise you are. I used to feel like I was going to miss something. You can't. You cannot miss it. It's coded inside of you. So if you feel lost, go inside and say, what is happening and what do I need to see and where am I, literally, or ask for help. But you are right where you're meant to be. So with that, I love y'all so much. Today's astrology is really powerful. Uranus is in a T square with this Uranus in Taurus, which means that rapid changes are about to start happening. Eclipse season starts today now, right? Because we have the full moon in Leo, and now the next new moon will be in Pisces, where we will have an eclipse. And then the next full moon will be in in Virgo, where we're having an eclipse. So eclipse season starts today. And this is our master nodal class. Yes, it's going to get faster. This is our master nodal, but you just get slower. You slow down. If it's too fast for you, breathe, slow down, get into your body. So this is today is the full moon. Yes, today is the full moon. That's right. Today, yes, get grounding sheets, get crystals, do things to keep yourself grounded. And so today is the full moon. And the energy of this full moon, this T square, is going to begin to free us away from our old ways of being. So as things begin to fall away or feel uncomfortable, ask, what do I need to let go of? What do I need to let go of? Because this is a dance of the power within you, the dance between the masculine and feminine within you. And as you, so we're in eclipse season now. So eclipse season is starting. So pay attention to your health stuff. Pay attention to your imagination. Begin to imagine, ask yourself, how would I feel if I was in my best experience? How would I feel if I was in my most healthiest? What would my life look like? Ask yourself these questions and just be with them, journal them. But what you're doing in the asking of the question is like a seduction of the universe. It's like a courting. It's like a asking to be taken. This dance with the universe is about sensuality and femininity, and it's sexual play is really what it is, but it's between you and source. And if God is nothing else, it is your lover. It knows every part of you. It is every part of you, right? So when you come to it with moisture, with wetness, with receptivity, it will take you. It will take you where you're meant to be, but you have to be fluid. You have to be fluid. All right, you all. I love you so very much. If you need support, you can go to my website, healwithmoonmama.com, and you can book your coaching sessions. And on the 20th, Gabrielle and I are going to be relaunching 13 Moons, the daughters of the 13 Moons. And this is going to be a community for women and men who want to activate their feminine energy, where we are going to be practicing the rituals and the rites of waking up to our magic and our power according to the moon and sun cycles. So it's not going to be like this class, which is about healing. The 13 Daughters of the 13 Moons is truly about activating your power. And so we will start on the 20th, but we're going to come and start talking about and doing some, sharing with you guys what we're going to be doing. So we're going to start doing that tonight. All right, you all. Peace and blessings. I love you very much. Bye-bye.